Virtual night clubbing, I don't get it. If anything, it just stresses me out because that means I have to clean my room, or at least what's right behind me, so I don't look like a total slob. I also now have to be concerned about how I'm sitting, whether or not the light is hitting me in a good way or not. And also, at the end of the day, it sounds even more alienating because I will constantly be reminding myself that whoever it is I'm talking to is not here. And if the person's not here, then this seems kind of pointless because we're not going to interact. I suppose it could work if it was a situation where I am hanging out with people who all have something in common, like if we're all bakers, we're all talking about food, we're all discussing our own personal techniques, or we're all writers, and we're all reading our stuff to each other and getting feedback. Yeah, that's one thing. That I can see actually making sense and being reasonable. This is a fucking nightclub concept. No one's talking about anything important. Not at all. There's no in-depth conversation going on. Nights ago, I was chatting with this guy on Scruff who was also busy on some virtual nightclub thing, and I was trying to get him to explain it to me. And he was saying, "Oh, you chat with people, you can meet people," and I'm like, "How? It sounds like everyone's doing stuff, so how am I supposed to interact with you if you're not in front of your computer screen waiting for somebody to text you?" It seems kind of counterproductive. And then apparently whoever's throwing the party will like focus on individual people dancing or whatever for a while, and then they'll move on to another group of people. And like, that sounds horrible. Why on earth would I want to do that and watch that at all? I already feel socially awkward going out. Unless I'm working, I'm usually just kind of leaning up against a wall. It's already bad enough that I feel awkward in clubs. Now I feel awkward at home, watching people around me do whatever it is that they're doing. Not judging, just watching. It sounds like that's exactly what I would be doing in this situation. Just be sitting here in front of my computer screen, and what? What do I do at that point? Try to interact with them? We're busy doing something. Even if I did text them and say, hey, the likelihood that they see that I've texted them or somebody has texted them is minimal. But then he explained to me, well, the best part is then, if you find somebody you're interested in, you can go off into a separate channel and you can, have virtual sex with them. And I'm like, I need physical contact with a person. I can't do that online. I mean, if I want to get off online, I'll watch porn. Because at least watching porn, I know that these people I am never going to connect with. Whereas virtual sex just makes me feel even more lonely because the person I'm interested in is not here and everything that we're doing is not real. And if I am having virtual sex with someone else, how do I know they're not doing it with three other people on three different windows? Which means I'm being manipulated into thinking something is actually important or fun for both of us or sincere or real or potential. Meanwhile, the person that is off doing it with like three or four other guys at the same time, no matter what they're saying, I can't really believe it because they could say the same thing to anybody just to get off. The only time I've ever tried doing virtual sex, I had no idea what I was doing. I felt completely awkward. It was with this really hot guy, and he was sitting in his bed jerking off while we were talking, and I was trying to pretend like nothing was happening. Like I didn't see anything going on because I have no idea how I'm supposed to interact with that. Plus, I need physical contact to be aroused. Unless I'm watching porn, if it's somebody I'm interested in, looking at them doing something 3,000 miles away or even half a mile away isn't just kind of depressing. Virtual go-go's? I mean, why? I can go on any porn site and find boys who are going to be go-going or dancing or doing whatever, stripping, jacking off. I don't care. It's not hard to find. It's there. The idea of looking at a whole bunch of Seattle boys doing it makes me want to bleach my eyeballs. But the thing is, even more so is, okay, so I'm watching this kid do that. Who cares? I can't do anything. There's no physical contact. It's not like I can get a kiss or I can cop a feel or get a little grope. Because he's not present. He's on a computer screen. Boring. I even try to put a positive spin to it. And I think to myself, okay, now if I'm going to be a positive individual about this entire situation, what would that look like? Okay, I'm going to go off about how awesome it is I meet all these people from, all over the city or all over the world that I wouldn't necessarily meet. I get to know people. Yeah, and that's about it. I know them online, and it's not like we're going to meet. It's not like anything's ever going to happen. It's not like I'm going to go there, visit them, or they're going to come visit me. But having said all of this, I am going to go ahead and try it out. I'm going to see what this thing is like. If it's anything like I think it's going to be, or if it's completely different, going to surprise me. I want to at least be accurate, or at least be shown that I'm completely wrong. The whole thing is, like I said, it's just so surreal to me.